I was doing it wrong. Again, whatever happened to like measure twice, cut right once. Okay, we have light. First, coffee. Just realized I was doing it wrong. Again, whatever happened to like measure twice, cut right once. I was about to like connect the circuit breaker after the DC to DC charger, and then I would have a second one with batteries. But of course, this circuit breaker is going to be before the DC to DC charger, and then the second one after. So I need to cut the wires again. But no biggie, we'll fix it. Alright, so I'm done. I just need to connect this little piece to the DC to DC charger, and then we'll see if it works. Okay, so this one is going in. Okay, we have light, so that's good. Okay, so now it just needs to update. Don't leave the app while update is in progress, and stay close to the device. Update. Alright, and we'll just wait. Okay, so it looks like the default was actually that it was starting to charge from the starter battery without the alternator running. But when I went in and enabled the charging mode, it turned off. So I'm gonna see if I can start the engine now. It's a little bit low voltage on the start battery, but I'm gonna try to start the engine and then see if it'll kick in and charge. Okay, just a quick stop by the boat today to install this thing. I only have an AC charger on the house batteries, so I'm going to use this as the smallest Victron 5 amp Bluetooth charger for the start battery that I can use once in a while when I need to just maintain and top off the starter battery. So that's today's project, so that can charge tonight. The battery is already down to 11.9 volts, so unfortunately it's probably lost quite a bit of its capacity. No big deal. I'm going to replace that battery anyway when I install the windlass up in the bow, and then I'll have two batteries, identical batteries, one in the bow and one by the engine. They'll both act as starter batteries and batteries for the bow thruster, so that's okay. Okay, so this should be a fairly easy and quick job. It's really just 4 bolts to mount this one right there, connect the 2 cables and plug it in. So he said. Okay, so that's it. And I just need to connect the power cord. And then we have a charger. I'm gonna turn off the, because now I have the DC to DC charger there that goes to the house battery. So I'll turn that one off from the app before I start this one up, so I don't spend all that energy to transfer further to the house bank, because I'm guessing the DC to DC charger will kick in once it sees that the AC charger to the starter battery brings the voltage up. So yeah, but then this AC charger for the starter battery, and in the future the windlass battery, I'll only use like in the beginning and the end of the season, and maybe once in a while during the summer, just to maintain the battery and keep up with it. At some point I might install just one of those 50 watts flexible solar panels on the coach roof, so that will keep like trickle charging the starter battery, but for now this will work just fine. Okay, so now I have this one right there. That's the new charger, 00000, which is the standard pin code out of the box. I'll change that later. And now it is in test stage. Not now. Test if the battery can accept charge even if the battery is fully discharged. Okay, it's giving a current of. So yeah, now that is working. I'll just have to wait and see if it kicks in. Let's see, there's all lights and everything in there. So now I have a small battery charger, AC charger for starter batteries. I have a DC to DC charger from the starter battery to the house bank. And then underneath the chart table, I have the 2 lithium batteries and the bigger AC charger and a shunt, which gives me a reading of the status of the batteries, and of course with circuit breakers everywhere. And yeah, the whole basics of the electronics are now pretty much set, so that's cool. Okay, that took like 5 minutes, and that's actually all I'm going to do today, because I have some jobs back at the house that I need to finish today. But I'm going to keep the charger charging the starter battery now until tomorrow. It actually picked up that the battery was so low that it did a test to see if it actually would accept any charge at all, which it did. So now it's charging, and then tomorrow I'll come back. Tomorrow will be Sunday, and then I'll start the engine and make sure that the DC to DC charger kicks in and charges the house battery bank. And yeah, that's pretty much it then for today.
seems to be working. So that's me then. Now I have an AC charger for the lithium batteries. I have an AC charger for the starter battery that I'll use once in a while. I'll replace that starter battery with a gel battery and then put an identical one in the bow for the windlass when I install that this summer. And I have a DC to DC charger from the starter battery to the lithium batteries, and that all works really well. I think most of the electronics now are pretty much done. I'm still going to replace some of the lights in the forward rebirth, replace that with LED lights too, and maybe a couple of reading lights here in the saloon. So the next few projects coming up are installing the autopilot. I have to install the windlass and the anchor roller. That'll be when it's get warmer and I can actually do stuff outside. I have an appointment to get the standing rigging replaced this spring. I also have an appointment to get the boat up on the hard so I can put on some new anti-fouling and anodes and stuff. And then it needs a really good clean. I think I'm going to replace the curtains I made with something a little bit more colorful. It was a little bit too boring. But that was pretty quick, so I'll just go and buy some new fabric and do that. And the new sails are waiting back home. So yeah, it's starting to look a lot like sailing season's coming up. Yeah, the fridge is installed and working, hopefully, probably, should be. Yeah, and other than that, it's mainly cosmetic works. I'm going to redo the bathroom and shine that up a little bit, and replace the countertop and put in a new sink. I'm thinking about maybe doing an epoxy coating on the countertop in the galley as the quick fix to make that look nicer. And then there's quite a bit of varnishing left around. I will also replace the burner stove that I have, the alcohol burner stove. I bought that thinking that it would be nice to not have propane or butane on board, and the whole setup on this boat is a little bit stupid as it was originally with the gas bottle like in the anchor locker. I don't really like that, especially now that I'm going to install a windlass and everything. It'll be wet and damp, and that's not very good. So that was sort of a quick fix, just to buy an alcohol stove instead. But I'm not too crazy about it. It is a little bit fiddly to work with, and it actually smells a little bit too, even though I've tried like different brands that are not supposed to give any odor or smell at all, but it still does. I'll see if I'll do that this summer or whether that'll be a project for next year. We'll see. And I also want to install a heater because there's no heater on board right now. Of course, now I'm in shore power, so now I'm using AC powered heating, so that's fine, but when I'm out sailing I don't really have a heat source. So yeah, it's coming together. I can't wait to go sailing. I want to go sailing. There's still ice in the fjord here, so I can't get out right now, and it'll still dump a load of snow in March, as it often does when you finally think that spring is here. Then March comes and there's deceitful behavior. But we're getting there. We're getting there, definitely. And this summer we're also going back to Croatia to go sailing for 4 weeks, so that'll be really, really nice. So can't wait to do that. All right, see you around.